People who have had COVID-19 can get long COVID, even if they had no symptoms or only mild symptoms during the infection. You're more likely to get long COVID if you had to go to the hospital because of COVID-19. If you did not get the COVID vaccine, if you have a disability, or if you have a long-term health condition.
Hello everyone, I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. The Mexican cartel, believed to be responsible for kidnapping 4 Americans, has issued a letter of apology. In a handwritten letter, the Gulf Cartel Scorpion Group apologized to the city of Matamoros, the Americans involved, and their families, as well as the innocent Mexican bystander who was also killed in the shooting. The letter also explains the 5 members responsible for the crime were operating outside of the rules. They were kicked out of the cartel and turned over to authorities. Law enforcement officials on both sides of the border believe the letter is authentic and that the Americans were targeted in a case of mistaken identity. The bodies of the 2 South Carolina residents who were killed, Shaeed Woodard and Zendel Brown, were returned to a Brownsville, Texas funeral home Thursday. Eric Williams underwent his 2nd surgery Thursday, having rods placed in both legs after being shot 3 times. The 4th American, Latavia Washington McGee, was not injured in the kidnapping. Watch as a group of thieves steal 6 high-performance sports cars from a Kentucky dealership in less than 40 seconds. 4 of the cars were driven right off the dealer's showroom floor. The manager says he believes the car heist may have been an inside job because the suspects knew where to find the keys and how the security system worked. It takes 60 seconds for alarms to go off. The thieves were gone 20 seconds before the alarms went off. The thieves got away with 6 Challenger Hellcats worth nearly $600,000. But the joyride was short. 5 of the cars have reportedly already been recovered, and at least 1 suspect has been arrested. There has been another setback for Norfolk Southern Railroad. According to local emergency officials, a westbound train from Atlanta to Meridian, Mississippi, derailed in a wooded area in Calhoun County, Alabama. The derailment happened on the same day the company's CEO, Alan Shaw, was being grilled by U.S. senators. He was being questioned in connection to 2 derailments in Ohio including one last month in East Palestine where toxic materials contaminated the air, water, and soil. Shaw vowed to fix the situation in East Palestine, but his words were met with skepticism by U.S. senators. The National Transportation Safety Board announced an investigation into the Alabama derailment and an investigation into the safety culture and practices at Norfolk Southern. More than 3.2 million Calico Critter toys are being recalled after 2 children have died. The toys were sold in a set with baby bottle and pacifier accessories. The Consumer Product Safety Commission said they pose a serious choking hazard for small children. Epoch Everlasting Play out of New Jersey imported the toys from China. The company says it's aware of 3 incidents involving the pacifier accessory, including 2 deaths. A 2-year-old child in New Mexico died in 2018, and a 9-month-old child in Japan died in 2015. The Calico Critter toys were sold at Walmart and Meijer, as well as on Amazon, between January 2000 and December 2021. The CPSP says consumers should take the toys away from children immediately and contact the company for instructions on how to receive a free replacement. Disney CEO Bob Iger wants to see less Marvel sequels. Iger discussed the future of the entertainment giant at Morgan Stanley's annual Technology, Media, and Telecom conference. He says sequels typically work well for Marvel movies. But do they need a 3rd and 4th sequel of the same characters? Marvel has 7,000 characters, so there are a lot more stories to tell. As for Star Wars, he said Disney is cautious about where they take the franchise next. Iger also discussed pricing. He said the cost of Disney Plus was too low from the start at $6.99. Disney raised the fee to $10.99 because the company was losing billions of dollars a year on the streaming service. But when it comes to the Disney theme parks, Iger admitted recent price hikes put profit over people and vowed to make changes. There was one story this week that Sign1News viewers really sounded off on. It was a story about the group of bipartisan U.S. senators who are proposing legislation that would place a nationwide ban on software and apps like TikTok because they may be a national security risk. Here's what some of our Sign1News viewers had to say. Lisa M. Squire says, "No, I don't think that it is a good idea to ban TikTok because they have lots of deaf people on the platform. I want to keep social media safe, but sadly, some people say it's not safe. Cherokee Native says, too many laws trying to ban? For what? We are adults and we can take care of ourselves. We do not need them to ban any social media. They think it's dangerous. Where's the evidence of danger? And John Doe simply said, politics needs to stay out of social media. Yes, thank you for your comments, everyone. Oh, remember the Southeast Atlantic Association of the Deaf basketball tournament is in full swing starting today, Friday. If you're in town or driving to Georgia, the tournament is being held at the Sampson Health and Wellness Center in Stonecrest, Georgia, formerly Lithonia, Georgia. That's about 20 miles outside of Atlanta. Then on Saturday, Sign1News will be live streaming the championship games on our social media pages. If you need more information about the tournament, just head to seaad.us. And don't forget to set your clocks ahead 1 hour this weekend. For most people in the United States, it's time to spring forward into daylight saving time. That starts on Sunday, March 12th at 2 a.m. Your body probably won't like getting up a whole hour earlier. So, starting today, sleep experts say try going to bed and waking up 15 to 20 minutes earlier so your body can adjust. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters who help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.